The tough question, what happens when it goes pear-shaped? So, for example, the question I'm going to ask you both now is, what happens, is it the same in good times and bad times? And what happened particularly last year during COVID? So what was the impact on your marketing during that period? We might start with you, Belinda.
Thanks, Daryl. So you can imagine in the world of migration, when suddenly like that, the borders shut, you can imagine the terror I felt. I thought, okay, this is it. The business is done. And I remember, I think everybody in that time was not really sure what was going on. And I remember being in contact with Light then and saying, look, I'm not sure what to do because I'm not sure how this is going to affect my business. And they worked with me to be able to, remain with the partnership during probably the first couple of months was probably the most difficult time. But I actually have not really had a downturn in business. Like I've still maintained, and this is still through COVID has been my only marketing strategy. So I think that comes from having been here for, building a relationship over time and listeners hearing me on the radio. So it's really with the listeners, I'm probably one of the first people to think of when thinking about migration. So even in difficult times, even with borders closing, when you're in the migration space, look, I've managed to continue to thrive during this time.
Thanks, Belinda. Great insights. What was that like to be a dentist during that time and in your experience?
Wow, I expected your story to be a lot tougher than that. I'm over the moon for you. Because, of course, in dental, we were heavily affected by the, and I'm going to try and stay strong here, heavily affected by the closures and things like that. So we spending money on marketing when you're closed is a tough gig. But it's one of those things. You need to maintain a market presence and keep your market share in all aspects of your marketing. So obviously, our relationship with positive media is our strongest marketing spend, but it's not our only marketing spend. But what we enjoyed with our relationship with positive media was that they were happy to work with us and we got through it together. And it really does speak of the relationship that we have. I don't think it's, and Belinda can attest to this, it's not just because Angel Dental's been here for so long. It's in the ethos here at Positive Media, and really it's a relationship, and it's not just a relationship with the executives or the station or the broadcasters. As much as I know they'd love us to be starstruck, we just love the whole family, and that is the listeners as well as the team here. It's even our staff. We're all just one big family, and that's why we really enjoy the results. And even in the tough times, we did exactly that. Stuck with our base and really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Some really valuable insights from real businesses in real situations. I don't think, in these sessions, it's certainly more powerful to hear directly from a sponsor that could be you. And this could be your journey when you start to sponsor 89.9 The Light and what occurs as well.